Hello, peoples. How you doing? I was gonna try and wait until maybe a few people get in here. Um, Today I went to my first auction. Um, it was at an auction house that is new in my area. Um, and it's basically it's half restaurant, half auction house. So they're they're trying to implement the two together. Um, they opened it in an old restaurant, so the restaurant's part's already there, and then they have a like stage area where there's uh kind of like a dance floor and stuff, and then there's just stage and places for tables and chairs and stuff. So um uh they set up everything on where that's at, and that's where the auctioneer sits, is on the stage. um but they have stuff all the way around the stage, and you can look at it beforehand. Hi Val, hi Dahlia. um and so you can look at the stuff before the auction starts. They open at 11, and the auction didn't start until 1. So, we got there, like, probably 11:30. So we had lots of time to look at the stuff. Um, Hi, John. Yeah, so you can eat, you can drink because there was a bar. You could actually sit at the bar. They had a TV screen that was, um, showing the auctioneer and everything right from the bar, so you could actually ring a cowbell if you wanted to get in the bid, and, um and bid from the bar. Um, and so they had that, and they were really good about like holding things up, um, that they were auctioning off. So it wasn't like they would just say a number, um, which I was afraid of. I was afraid that they were going to say a number and that I would miss it, and then, I would be out for that. Um, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought I had a lot of fun. I think I got some good stuff. I I hope I did anyways. Um, so we got 10 people in here already. All right. Well, hopefully I got some good stuff. I was planning on go ahead. I have looked up a few things. Um, some things I found, some things I didn't. So maybe you guys can help me out. So I'll do it in the order of which I bought it. And just keep in mind this is my first time, and so I was way nervous, which I shouldn't have been, but I was nervous about overbidding and all of that. Um, okay, so this was my first buy. Um, it's a fishing basket, and it has like backpack straps on the back of it. And I didn't see like a maker or anything like that on this. Hi, Mr. Sadie. There is some things in here that I am not sure what this is for, but like it almost looked like somebody was trying to make a doll that was like a fisherman or something to kind of like have this as decor. Um, there's like a hunting hat and a little vest and a smaller fishing basket that was inside. But who knows? Like, maybe it was just um maybe it was just something that they were trying to make to go with the decor of this. Anyways. Um so it's a fishing basket. And these are leather straps, which I thought was nice. So what do you guys think? Mr. C says I think they use that for trout fishing. um, yeah, Don says crap person gave up. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if someone would use this for fishing, like as um a like something that you actually use while fishing, because I would never use anything like this. It's too nice. Um, well, thank you, Mr. Sadie. It's it's really I think it's a really nice basket, backpack thing. But I would rather use a 5-gallon bucket and use this as just a core for something. Um, I just really couldn't see anybody actually using one of these. Um, yeah, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't look like it's been used for fishing. Um, well, thank you, Karen. Thank you for coming. Um, so anyways, I paid $20 for this. Um, I just, kind of started bidding, and um, Brandon kind of got into it a little bit. Um, Mr. Sadie says looks like it could be 30 to 50, maybe a little bit more. Well, that would be awesome, because it's not something that I would keep. Um, oh, poss possibly, uh, possibly somebody used one. Yeah. Oh, this one's bigger than most listed. Okay, well that's a good thing. Yeah, definitely. If it's bigger, then it should go for more money, I would think. But Dawn, I don't know if I don't know about Trapper Tom. I don't know who that is. Um, but anyways, $20 is what I paid for that. I kind of got into it, and then Brandon uh bid on it. He was trying to kind of get into it and everything. Karen says it's very Maine like, price high. Okay. Okay, well we'll probably start out at like 50 or 60, and try and go from there. And people will be, maybe somebody will see it that is changing their decor in their cabin or something, they'll get it. All right, so that's the first thing I bought for 20. Um, the second thing I got for super cheap. And so I was like, it was like nobody wanted this. And so he was down, he started high and went down. Oh, Karen says 75. Okay, I'll start for 7. You think or more? Really? That's awesome. That is awesome. I really wouldn't think it would. I thought I had done lost money on that one. Okay. So maybe start at 100. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. I would have never thought that I could make money on that. It was, I mean, to me, it was like in really good condition. I didn't think it was vintage. Um, but I really didn't think I was gonna make money on it. I thought I was probably gonna come out pretty even. So yeah, so on the second thing um I got it for super cheap, and it kind of like set my mood almost for the auction because I was like, if I can get something for this cheap, then I should be able to get everything for this cheap. Well, that's not how it worked out, but I um I was at the after that, it's kind of like, you know, it kind of just helps you to it kind of helps you to like bid and stuff. Um, because I was a little bit leery and everything, but I I just got right in there and started bidding. So nobody wanted this. Um, and so he started, probably at like 40 bucks or something, and then just went down, 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 down. He went down to 5, and I'm like, "Are you serious? They won't even take it for 5? Wow." And then he looks at me because I had just won that basket. He looks at me and says, "2?" And I bid 2. And so I bought it for $2. Um, and I should be able to get my money back, you know, for $2 uh on this stuff to some cow collector. Uh there's got to be someone over there putting cows in their kitchen or something. Just a whole lot of cows. 2 boxes of cows. Dad says I should have said 1. Yeah, probably. Um, okay, so this is the first piece. There's a lot of cows. I'm thinking maybe this was something that was in this restaurant previously, maybe. And so they just cleaned out, all the decor of, all the cow decor and put it in one lot. This says, oh, this is Boyd's Bears and Friends. Um, the Folkstone collection, piece number 28. 28, it looks like. 2620. It's cow. There's, and I'm telling you, all kinds of stuff. So this is a wood cow salt and pepper shaker holder. And I'm like, $2. I gotta be getting my money back on $2. Oh, It's a music box type thing. I was in the mood. You're funny, Mr. Sadie. I don't even know if this works. I can't see where to wind it. Maybe it's broke. Maybe it's broke. I don't know. I'll have to see if it works. A milk jug type thing, but it's ceramic. Steven says now Sally will be addicted to auctions. This is true. Sally gets addicted to lots of things. This is a piggy bank, but it's got looks like it's got a little chip on the front toe. But it's a very fat, plump cow. Oh, Christmas cow candle. Probably won't be able to do anything with that. Oh, a new coffee cup. It's got an udder on the bottom of it. Holy cow. So anything, all things cows here. This is a cow plate. It's dated 1971. Ethan Bessel. Anyways. $1989 Nanco. A cow with a wreath. So yeah, and I'm not even done showing you. That is a lot of cows. I miss you. There's a cow in there. Cow in your coffee cup. Anyways, yeah, so that's part of it. That on top. It's utterly crazy. Good on. That Boyd's bear might do something. The cow. I like that. Anyways, we try not to set this on my headphone cord. Yeah, so there's just a couple of other things. This is like a planter, and it's got a TJ Maxx thing on it for $10. Another statue. Doesn't have any markings on it. Doesn't have markings on it. But that one's it's pretty. I mean, it's made well. That one says made in the USA, but nothing else. It's got felt on the bottom of it. And last but not least, paper towel holder. It's got a cow. Okay. So all the cow stuff was $2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Sadie. It's a lot of cows for $2. So I think I did well on that. I definitely don't think I'll lose money in it, even if I did. It'd still be worth it just to try. The next thing I got is this. It is what they said. It should be like a half keg barbecue. It's portable. As you can see it like folds up. And then, yeah, the barbecue there. Barbecue looks pretty nice. Not real scratched up or anything. And I got this. I think I paid 15. I think I paid 15 for it. And yeah, keg real. Yeah, it's real clean. And then you lock those up, which is the stand, and carry it up like that. It'd be better if I had beer in it. Yeah, great for tailgating. Great for summertime. Great for camping. Man, my hair's a mess. Sorry. Yeah, so I figure I looked that up because I don't see a brand name on that one. So, but there's other ones, of course, that have brand names on them, like KQ and stuff like that. But there's it looks like maybe I can get probably 50 or 60 out of it. The highest I seen was 90. Yeah, I got that out of the auction. Yeah, so that season's coming up to where, possibly I could sell that to where, make my money back on it. $15 though. It wasn't real bad though. The next thing. I got a mink. And I wasn't even going to bid on this because there was there wasn't like a lot of people. There's probably 50, 65 people there. But there was a lot of people trying to, kind of get all the good stuff, get all the stuff that looked like they could make money on it. Stuff that was worth, looked like it was worth more. They had these wood carvings and stuff like that had been probably oh yeah, I'll list that real quick. Probably in tomorrow's listing challenge. Um, but they had, they actually had a Harley Davidson jacket that I wanted. Um, I think it went for 65. Um, in my head, I'm thinking I bid it up to I think I bid it up to 50. Um, in my head, I was thinking, maybe I could get a couple of hundred for it. Looked pretty good and everything. Um, so I bid it up to 50 and then I got out of it. Um, and then like I said, they look like they have these consignment wood carvings that they were big. They were bears. And so a lot of people were going after that kind of stuff. Um, I wasn't able to preview the whole auction online before going. They have a Facebook group that I think it was last night they came out with pictures, and it was just like a general area picture of here's these two tables, and then here's these two tables. Here's a big, they showed like the big wood carvings and stuff like that more than they did the tables. Um, but I kind of got a weird feeling that maybe they weren't making as much money as they thought they should be making on some stuff. Like the auctioneer himself, he was like, okay, we're not selling it for cheaper than that. So just put it down and out of the way. You know, um, like it would go down to uh 20 or $30. Or like that Kellogg's thing that um Nikki and Bridget were kind of looking stuff up for me. Um, I got there early, so I was able to take pictures of stuff that was on the tables, and they were looking stuff up for me. Um, and there was this Kellogg's box, and um, it had a couple of boxes of Kellogg's in it, the small, boxes, and then it had a bowl, two bowls, and two spoons. And Nikki told me, "Hey, some of that stuff can get, go for pretty good." And I was like, "Okay, so he was like, I think kind of in a funk to where he was kind of giving stuff away, for pretty cheap." And he said, um, this thing here, folks, it's a collector's item, and some of the stuff, we go online and we check out, the prices and stuff. Um, and he said, if nobody's interested in paying over $100 for this, I'm not even going to auction it right now. I'm like, $100? Where did you get that? Because from what I seen, it wasn't going for. I think Nikki said. I think. I think the um thing that she put on there was maybe 50 or 60 or something like that. But you know how they are. You know what they're looking at. They're not looking at solds. They're looking at what people are listing it for. And so I was just like, at that point, I was like, uh-oh, I'm not going to be able to get anything for cheap here anymore, just by the way he was acting. Anyways, I got this. I think it's a wrap. pretty wide, or a shawl. It is lined. Mr. Say says, I've seen that before. I've seen them shut a sale down because people weren't bidding. You have to stick to your guns and not overpay when that happens. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to realize too. I mean, I understand if they have things on consignment that, have a reserve, and they did have some things that had a reserve on it. The thing that I didn't get was that some things didn't go by the reserve. Like he came out with a set of books that were supposed to be super old, and there was like, I don't know, 10 books in a box or whatever, and they were supposed to be super old. He it said reserve on it for 40. But he sold them for 10. So, no, not everything has a reserve. I understand that. But stuff that had a reserve on it, like those books that said 40 on it, 40 reserve. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to even bid on that because I don't believe those books are worth it. And they could have been, I don't know, but they didn't look that old. They really didn't. The brand on this is Bullocks Wilshire. BULLOCKSWILSHIRE. It has, yeah, he might have got tired of holding them, sure. It has the straps so that you can wrap, put it on your arms, the other way than what I was doing it. Same thing on that side. Very pretty though. Yeah. Very pretty, very soft. In really good condition. From what I see, yeah, I went to my first auction today, Jim and Tara. From what I see listed, this could do anything between probably from like 40 to 100. There's some on there that seem like they went for like 350 and stuff, but different brands, I'm sure. But it's in very good condition. So I got this one for 25. And I think I paid a good price for it. And that could be, what I make the most money on, who knows. One thing that I think it was Nikki that was telling me that I could make money on that. There was a whole box, and it had a bunch of not stirrups. What are they called? Bits for horses, stuff like that. Yeah, this is This is a cribbing collar. Uh, it's called Miracle Collar. Looks like it sold in the stores for 55, 59. Um, this was on. I was kind of not sure because this didn't have a bidding number on it. So what they did was they basically brought everything out and put it on the table. Um, because it didn't even have just all horse stuff in it. I mean, it didn't even have like pliers in it, a couple of different tools. It had leather belts, like fashion belts, not not for horses. Um, they, they had different stuff, but they had like those bit things too, and um, but I wasn't sure because they had the number on the tub of stuff instead of having the number on this and then on certain pieces or whatever that were in the box, they had it on the tub. And then they had like a couple of the belts and stuff had numbers on them. So I was kind of misled because I thought the whole box was going to be one thing. And they ended up doing choice. And so I did. Nikki says, or, she looked it up or whatever and said that this could bring like 30 to 40. Which I don't know, I might get more than that out of that. I might get more than 30 to 40 out of it. I don't know. Um, it's a large one. It says that. Um, so so they did choice, and this is what I picked because this is the only thing that I looked up. But I was thinking that I was gonna bid basically for this, but it was gonna include the whole box. That's what I was thinking. So I was a little thrown off. And I kind of learned later on to, if I have a question like that, just ask somebody because there's people walking around, all the time. And I was sitting in the front row, so I could basically just say, "Hey, is that whole box for sale or is it gonna be choice?" You know, I could ask somebody. And there's enough people walking around, helping out and stuff. So I got this for 20. Um, so I think I did pretty good on that. Um, and if I don't make it back on on that, then I'll make it back on something else, I'm sure. Um, Brandon decided he wanted to try for this. I did not have this written down on my list, even though it's a cool sign. It's a Marine Corps medal sign. Oh, Mr. Sadie says you see it sold for 45. Why did I sit too close, Dawn? I wanted to sit in the front purposely because I have a problem hearing. I didn't want to have to look through other people's heads to try to read lips or because I was pretty much watching the auctioneer. Um, but that's just me. And I think it kind of put it out of my head a little bit um about bidding with other people. I kind of made that fear like um not fear, I shouldn't say fear because I wasn't like afraid, but I kind of put that kind of out of my head because I couldn't see other people that were behind me. I wasn't paying attention to them. So I think it was actually good for me to sit in the front for a couple of reasons. Cool, Mike. Cool. Yeah, I definitely hope I can get that for it. If I can, I've made some money. So I got this metal sign. It looks to be in really good condition. It's not rusted or anything on the edges. There's like no deep scratches in it or anything like that. And a lot of people follow Marine stuff, are Marines or past Marines, or and if anything, I'll just give it to my brother. Um, there goes that stupid cow box again. Keeps on falling over on me. Um, so yeah, got that. We paid. I think we did 15 on the sign. Um, they had these creepy dolls and stuff like that. I didn't really have any interest in the dolls. They were kind of like, the ones that you'd order off of TV or out of a magazine. Um, but they did choice, and then they had this guy left over. He looks older. He's he feels like rubber. His head does, anyways. But I don't see like a maker's mark or anything. And I don't see a tag inside. But he definitely looks old and a little worn. We did 4 for him. So, I definitely think I can get rid of him. A lot of people like puppets and stuff like that. I think I have one more thing. And that is this guy. uh, he's pretty nasty looking. They said that he is about 50 years old, and but he still works. He has a wind up, even though, as you can see, his tail is just shredded. He's made in Japan, but he's wind up, and his tail moves and his jaw moves. Sure done. This is the puppet. He's got half glasses on. Your brother was scared to death of it? So, yeah, he just opens his mouth and then it's supposed to be a growl. You think older than 50, Mike? If you look under the fur, Tara says, cool. A lot of those from Japan, if you look under the fur, are made with old tin cans and will have food advertising on the can. Oh, wow. Yeah, he is rough. Yeah, he was like 2 years old and wanted no part of it. His roared. I did see a because of course his tail is in shambles. Um, but like right there, I could lift up a little bit and see a metal piece, but it's not really. It doesn't really look like a piece off a like food can or anything, but I mean, it possibly could be. It very well could be. It has Japanese writing on it. From what you can see it right there. And basically all I could do is lift up from that to there. The rest is just pretty stuck on. And I don't want to. But yeah, definitely has Japanese writing on it. Says Mike says Alps. Alps Mechanical. Wearing line. I think I paid 15 for him. I Nobody else wanted him. I was surprised. There was a lot of people that were going for, the older stuff. And I mean, yes, he is a little ugly, definitely. And he has a lot of flaws. But there's people that like that kind of stuff. That like, stuff that reminds them of when they were 2 years old and, got one for their birthday. And they were definitely afraid of it. Tara says I had a bear like that, but don't pill the fear. Yeah, I actually there's this tag that's on the tail, which is the stupidest place they could have put the tag, because that's the where it's really rough, and for some reason they put the tag right on the tail. Um, but that was it. That was all I got from there. Um, I think I did pretty good, especially Yeah, I don't mind giving out my eBay store name, Dahlia. It's, Sally Nash 35, or, what is my store name would be Sally Shiny Penny. Mr. Sadie says he still works. That's good with wind up toys. Yeah, I definitely think that he has some things going for him. You know, even though he's rough looking, I think I could still get some money for him. Yeah, I definitely like it, and I'm definitely going again. Um, I I guess they're gonna start having vehicles there, so possibly thinking about waiting to get a vehicle until we can buy one at the auction, and that way we can possibly get it cheaper as well. Um, and hopefully, because it does look like they do, like, their whole company, it does look like they do, like, on-site auctions as well at, like, you know, locations. So, I'm definitely going to look into maybe going to some of those auctions, and also, some other ones that I found today too. I don't know how I'm gonna have to cut that off. Well, thank you, Mr. Sadie. I appreciate you saying that. Um, I yeah, I don't feel like I screwed up, really on anything. Um, I feel like if I don't make money on one thing, that I could probably make it on another. So, um, so I definitely don't, have like a bad feeling that, oh man, I lost way too much money on that deal, and I should have researched it more or whatever before I did that. I don't feel like that at all. I do hope that the company itself will get better, as far as um, posting pictures and stuff like that, um, to kind of inform us a little bit more about what we're seeing. Thank you, Don. So, anyways, that's all, folks. Hi, Cindy. You're just coming in. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, sis. Yeah, when I look at the trip as a whole, I think I got, um, especially with the cow lot. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Um, I definitely see that I got a lot for my money. I spent 92.50, I think. Yes, this is true, Stephen. Like, if but the way that they have it set up is that you can go, when you yeah, I definitely got my feet there wet there. Uh, you can, go at 11 and you can start looking at the stuff. Um, or they have a Facebook page where they would they post some pictures too. So, well, good. I hope you got good stuff, Tara. Where's your haul video? I didn't see it on there. Um, yeah, so I think it's good that you can go early and it's in your car. Okay. You can go early and look and see what they have for auction. And I kind of it's right now for me, it's a little too clean. You know what I mean? Like it scared me a little bit when I seen how clean everything was and how organized it was because I thought, "Ugh, it's so clean and organized, they're not gonna wanna get rid of it for for just a few bucks." And, I was like, "Where's the box lots?" And they didn't the only thing they kinda had was the horse one, that was the only tub that was in there. So, so I was like, "Oh, man, they're not gonna have anything for cheap that I'm gonna, feel good about enough to buy, feel good about buying it." And, I was a little leery. So I was like, kind of. I wanted to see, box lots because that's what I always hear, about, people making, good money. You make good money on one thing and then you have everything else to, profit off of. So uh, oh, thank you, Cindy. That's awesome. I think I'm gonna hit Dollar General on either tomorrow or Tuesday. I think I want to wait till Tuesday because there's some stuff that's coming out. Um, so anyways, I think I did all right. Um, I wanted it to be a little bit more, a little dirtier. I don't know, not dirtier. Um, just a little bit rougher than what it was, just because it's it was all too clean and seemed like it was going to go for a lot more money. But have to try it again. And hopefully they'll get better as they go too. They'll see kind of how their audience is, and so maybe they'll bring that stuff that, you know, bring the box lots and stuff to where, people can bid that stuff up, and I don't know. Anyways, I will see you all tomorrow. We're having the listing challenge on Chick Picker's channel. I appreciate you coming out, hanging out with me. It's late. Yep, it was indoor. Yeah, but it was an indoor auction house, plus it's a restaurant. So they're kind of trying to do dual, like a dual purpose thing to where, if they don't make I'm assuming if they don't make money on one thing, they make it on another. So, we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good night.